I'm Blake with Escape to Arkansas, and I'm here at Lake Ouachita State Park with my new friend James, the superintendent of the park, and he's here to tell us a little bit about the springs here.
Welcome to Lake Ouachita State Park, and particularly Three Sister Springs, which is one of the reasons the state park is located here on the east end of Lake Ouachita. These historical springs were first discovered by a man that homesteaded this area, Mr. McFadden, in the 1970s, and it is believed that he named the springs after his daughters, and so we call it Three Sister Springs. And each spring having unique properties that cure a variety of ailments, from digestion issues to blood pressure to arthritis, and lots of people still today come and enjoy the springs. They're not thermal springs like hot springs, but they're cold water springs, which are a big draw for lots of people in this area. So lots of people come to this area to explore the hills that are surrounding this area. There were lots of little houses or cottages that were developed in the 1920s, and these were used as a resort because back in the day when you would go to get cured from the waters, you would stay for a week or two. It wasn't just one bath and you were done. You would do it over time. And so there was a little resort here. And then when the lake was built, this became part of the state park because we can help protect and preserve this history for some time, for a while.
So is that why the state park started in this area specifically for the springs?
Because the buildings were here, and the Corps of Engineers that owns the lake felt that we would do a better job of preserving the history and interpreting the history than say a private resort that was also going in. So.
Well, that's great. Well, so I understand you have some things to show us here.
The water was bottled and shipped all over. This was a nice bottle that we found in an antique shop that has the history of the springs and so on. But waters were bottled and shipped all over the world. In 1927, a jug of spring water was about 10 cents, which was quite a bit of money back then. But it would tell you what spring it came from and what it was curing and stuff. We also found a glass that was very similar in its marketing of Three Sister Springs.
I'm taking a look at this. Look at that. Hot Springs, Arkansas.
And we have old historical photos that say McFadden's mineral waters, 5 cents for a glass of that water. That might cure your arthritis or digestion or whatever is bothering you.
Is this one of the sisters, baby?
No,
basically,
this was just probably a shop owner that was standing out front of the shop when the photo was taken. But we have a lot of historical photos, which were kind of neat. These displays talk about these structures. There were different cottages, like I said, that people would stay in here at the park before the lake was here. So they would stay on these hillsides here. There were about 40 different little cabins surrounding this area. Some of them are still in use by park staff as housing.
Really? Okay.
That we remodeled them, so they're not as primitive as they were back then. But they're very nice. These cabins were all part of why the state park was located here. But these springs, this bathhouse was replaced in the 70s, I believe, and with this building here, and then we remodeled this section in the mid-90s.
So this is the old bathhouse.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool.
And then this photo here is in the 70s.
Wow.
And it's this road coming up this way and this rock wall. So these houses were all stretched.
And all here for the water.
Yeah.
This is a story I didn't know, because everybody hears about the hot water,
Right. And then you had, these are very temporary, lightly built structures in the 20s. But then, they didn't hold up well. That's why they're not still here today. Yeah.
Anything else you want to share?
Well, let's go look at the springs and we'll take some samples.
Perfect.